Hey everyone, welcome back and happy Monday. All right, guys. Well, we're back to talk about the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Garcelle, Dorit, everybody in between, because we got a lot of women to talk about. But also, this is not just about the women. No, it's not. It is about so much more. It's about PK. It's about the ideas. It's about the conspiracies. It's about the fact that it's not even 7 a.m. this morning. I've been to bed for 5 hours. We are leaving again. And I am all over the place. But I got some espresso, so I feel good. I'm just delirious. All right. We're going to jump into all of it, guys. If you haven't already, go ahead, pop off in the comment section. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. And also, don't forget, you guys, everyone keeps asking me about my go-to skincare, my face. What do I do? And I appreciate it, but it's not a secret. It's my Blue Mean Face Pro 2.0. With the press of a button, I can change the settings, and it uses these little vibrations, these microcurrents, and it feels like a massage to lift, illuminate, you can hear it, rejuvenate, and take the inflammation out of your skin. The best part is that they guarantee it will take away your double chin, or that it's going to work, which it does. And if it does not for you, you don't love it, they give you 100% of your money back guaranteed. Normally it's $300. If you use my link, you get $200 off. And if you buy two for the holiday season, you get the third one 50% off. So it's just a steal, and a steal. But let's start here, shall we? I think so. Thanks. Thank you to Reality Blurb. Fans are loving Dorit Kemsley and the new season of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, but of course, public perception could easily change as more episodes air. But most feel that keeping her on the cast was a smart move. Now she's opening up in a new interview about separating from her husband, PK, and saying that fans will see things take a turn between them in the future. She's also discussing her issues with Kyle Richards. But as everyone knows, the rumors say that Dorit was on the chopping block after last season. However, she denies that her return to season 7, Dorit, has anything to do with those rumors of her almost dismissal. Recently, the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills star sat down for an interview with Us Weekly where she had much to say about where her life is these days. And notably, she says that her separation from PK won't remain as clean as it was in the first 2 episodes. According to Dorit, things don't stay amicable between PK and I, and it was a big shock to me. She then reminds viewers that what they're seeing now was at the beginning of their separation, and she says, "Don't forget, we had just separated when I filmed the show. Now here we are some months later." She said, "You definitely will get to see that journey in the season, and that will give you a very good insight into what we're dealing with." However, she also shared in the interview that they have not yet discussed a divorce despite not being together right now. She said, "We're navigating this period. I just really hope that regardless of where we go, I think if we end up getting back together, that there's a lot of work that needs to be done. You don't reach this place and want to just jump back into the saddle without having done the work that you know is necessary to enjoy the marriage and have the communication that you really need." Now, they also discussed the possibility of getting back together and what that would take. And according to her, "I think you need both people to want it. I think sometimes having the time apart, it can be healthy. It can also give us a chance to step back and look at our own positions and reflect, and also do some work on ourselves individually so that we can bring a better version of ourselves to the marriage." But naturally, Dorit also discussed how important it is for herself and PK to remain in a decent place for the kids. Dorit also spoke to People magazine and discussed her issues with Kyle. And she begins by saying how separation influenced her need for change with Kyle. Dorit says, "You reach a point where in your life, especially when you decide to publicly separate with your husband after being together for 13 years, married 9, I had reached a point in my life that I started to feel like I was coming into my power." But regarding Kyle, she says, "In my issues with Kyle, they didn't start at the beginning of the season. They had been going on, and I had not voiced them. There was a lot of unsaid things on both of our parts." She then discusses how she didn't want to begin another season of Beverly Hills without addressing some things with her longtime friend. Huh. "I wasn't about to placate or go into the season or into any conversation with Kyle and not deal with a lot of things that were bothering me that had transpired over the last year and 2 years. But later in the interview, Dorit explains her hope for her friendship with Kyle by saying, I think it's really great to see the journey, their respective separations as well, because that's a nice thing. And it's certainly something that going into the season, my hope was always that Kyle and I will be able to work through our issues and come out on the other side. And my fear was that we wouldn't be able to work through our issues the way that I needed us to work through them. And I needed there to be change. I need there to be both of us hearing the other one and appreciating what they were saying. And I need Kyle to accept and take accountability for certain things. And then a friendship that is worth fighting for, which I believe we have, I will fight for. But also, I'm a very good friend and I want to feel like I'm fighting for a friendship that's worth fighting for. Hmm. She's saying pretty much if Kyle gets her shit together, according to her, then they'll be able to have the friendship that's worth fighting for. What are you not listening to the same thing? Hold on. Not Garcelle. Yeah, well, I don't know if you guys saw this clip, but ooh, Garcelle is messy. Garcelle Beauvais seems to think that someone plotted against Dorit Hemsley ahead of her 2021 home robbery. And a sneak peek at the upcoming episode of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Garcelle is seen sitting down with Sutton to discuss the shifts happening within the group. When suddenly Garcelle reflects on the robbery at Dorit and PK's $7.9 million Encino home. If it comes to divorce or whatever is happening with those children, if she wants me to guide her with finance stuff, the other shoe is going to drop on Dorit. PK's shoe. And I think at some point she's going to realize that she's in a big mess. That's what Sutton told Garcelle after looking back on her drama with Dorit, which followed a heart-to-heart about her separation from PK. And we're going to have to pull together. We will have to. As Sutton expresses her concern for Dorit's future, Garcelle reflects on her past insinuation that Dorit's jewelry wasn't actually stolen from her home when she was robbed at gunpoint as her children slept. You know, when I said last year about her jewelry and the robbery, I don't think Dorit had anything to do with that. And then she admits, but I think someone did. I think Dorit just happened to be at the wrong place at the wrong time. As Beverly Hills fans may recall, Dorit clapped back at Garcelle's past suggestion that she didn't lose as much as she claimed in the robbery. She said that cut deep, probably as deep as it can. That was shocking, and it really cut deep. And I've been debating whether or not I text her and I say, "Is this really how you feel?" Because that was shocking to me. A lot of people have felt like this. A lot of people have insinuated that there is something happening with the Kemsley's finances, but it's conspiracy. Like you can't just. And Garcelle, by the way, Garcelle is not saying that. She is insinuating that maybe there's a bigger story. And I think if I'm reading what she's insinuating right, I think it kind of seems like she's insinuating that maybe PK had something to do with this and that when it was allegedly orchestrated, which again, many don't believe that it was. Many believe it was an honest robbery. And I'm just telling you what's being said. I'm not going one way or another. Many feel that the guys were supposed to come at a time that Dorit wasn't there and that this was all part of a insurance scheme. But that's a big allegation. It's a big allegation. I want to hear what you guys think. Guys, pop off in the comment section. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. And also don't forget to check out my Blue Mean Face Pro 2.0 to get your $200 off though. Merry Christmas. Goodbye. Love you.